Welcome back to the Hot Pot of Coffee podcast. My name is Brad.
No, I'm Amanda.
Okay, yes, Amanda. Welcome to the show. Are you going to stop yawning now?
Never.
Amanda's been yawning. We're shooting this super late.
Yeah.
Because
It's always a good idea.
Amanda wanted to finish her show. Wait, not show. What did we just watch?
The Spy Who Dumped Me?
The Spy Who Shagged Me. That's what we just watched.
Austin Powers?
The Spy Who Dumped Me. It's pretty funny.
It was pretty
With
funny.
Mila Kunis and the one girl from Saturday Night Live who's really funny.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon. She does all the isn't she the one that does the alien one?
Yes.
Where like she got abducted. She's like, well, you guys had the person gets
She's
abducted.
I had a different experience.
They're like, it was so nice. I got pulled up into this spaceship and the aliens brought me tea and cookies and we played board games. And she goes, no.
She's like, what?
I had a different experience. So the aliens, they took me up, they stripped me butt naked, and they put John in the floor, and they made me go the number 2 in front of them.
That's such a funny skit.
I love that skit.
The very first one they did with Ryan Gosling was so funny.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon made that movie for sure. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. Was that Hulu?
I don't know.
It's on Hulu. So you can watch it if you have Hulu. Speaking of Hulu, I'm going to tell you about the best show on Hulu that ever came to fucking exist on the absolute godforsaken planet. So I've seen this show multiple times in passing of recommended shows to watch on Hulu, but I never took it seriously until this week. And the dog just walked in. And he's licking my toes. Okay. Hi, buddy. So he just buried his head in my crotch. And he just, so basically on Hulu, if you haven't watched the show Letterkenny,
don't.
I'm telling you right now, it's the best show.
Don't do it.
Ever fucking made in my life.
I probably wouldn't hate it so much, but the fact is that you keep quoting it makes me hate it more.
Amanda, figure it out. All right. Figure it out.
See? He says that shit to me all day long, and I'm like, I don't understand. I don't watch it. Please stop.
Oh my God. It is
this morning, let me tell you what happened this morning. I was like, hey, Brad, do you want me to make you coffee? And instead of, answering yes or no, he just says pitter patter and then turns over.
I don't even remember. I don't remember this. I said pitter patter.
You said pitter patter.
So if you don't know, in Letterkenny, speak pitter patter means get at her. Like they do the rhyming scheme kind of. What's that called? Cockney, in like Ireland or whatever, where they say, or no, it's like where people say
a limerick.
Is that what it is? It's what do people say instead of the stare?
What are you saying right now?
I don't know. In Europe, they have like these rhyming schemes where they'll rhyme something like Barney Rubble means trouble. You've never heard that?
No.
Oh, it's like an actual like thing. I wonder if I can look it up. This is actually a thing. So I'm not making this up. I swear to God. Barney Rubble. Barney Rubble saying. I should probably say that, and because if I type it in, just the Flintstones comes up. Often incorrectly thought to be Cockney rhyming slang from Barney Rubble, trouble. It actually dates back to the 19th century, and its origin is unknown. Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a European group of people. I forgot what the actual language is called, but they actually use rhyming things to like say like stairs or something, but I forgot what it is. Anyway, so in Letterkenny is actually it's a show about a town. Amanda and I thought originally, until I looked it up, that it was in like the South.
Well, I thought it was the Midwest, but then he had a Canadian accent, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because all the time people
why does he keep saying a boot and all this bullshit, and I have no idea why.
People are always like, I realized something was up when people kept saying, hey, Wayne, how you doing? He's like, good, and you? And they're like, good, and he goes, fuck, I forgot what he said. But it's like,
you don't even know.
He says something Canadian. And so I looked it up, and Letterkenny is actually far. It's like a few hours from Quebec, I think.
Also, they had a hockey team, and I was like, no one in the Midwest is a hockey team.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have Google in front of me. Why don't I just look up, where is Letterkenny?
Middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Greater Sudbury. Letterkenny is shot in Sudbury, Ontario. Oh, okay, so it's in Ontario.
No, that says that's where it was shot. Where's the actual town of Letterkenny?
Located in the rich farmland west of Toronto. Let me see. Is Letterkenny a real town? The show has its roots in Letterkenny problems. The town of Letterkenny portrayed in the series is fictional and not based on the actual ghost town of Renfrew County.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, the show's all about Letterkenny. There's 5,000 people in Letterkenny, and it's basically all about their problems. So it talks about there's like a group of farmers, and then there's a group of meth heads, and it basically just follows them. And they kept saying puppers during the whole, like, oh, get yourself a puppers. So apparently,
I think they meant poppers.
No, puppers. So puppers is actually a beer. It's the Puppers Premium Lager that's made in Ontario. And I guess I don't know if they were making it up or what, but they did make the actual beer. Like a place in Ontario made the beer. And it's called Puppers. And Puppers, officially Wayne's favorite beer.
Oh my God.
Let's see if it's in Total Wine, because that'd be fun to get. You can't drink it.
That'd be real fun to get.
I don't know. Anyway, it's the greatest show on fucking planet Earth. You should watch it. I didn't give it a chance until like just recently, and I'm already almost on the 5th season.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yesterday you were on the 3rd.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yep. Yep. Figured out. It's so good. Anyway, what did we have this week? So this was a quiet week because, well, Amanda had a bunch of days off, and I had not a lot of days off, but we didn't do much.
We just ran errands.
But we did have something fucking stupid happen. So when Zach left the podcast last week, if you listen to the podcast last week, Zach was on as a guest, and we're walking him out, and he goes outside the door, and there's like 3 bees right outside the door. This is like at 11 o'clock at night.
They're like by our porch light.
By our porch light, there's bees hanging out, and they think they're mosquitoes. And they're just chilling, and we're like, oh, bees, that's weird. Bees? And so basically, if you don't know what that's from, it's a card in...
If they don't know what that's from, they can go fuck themselves.
In Cards Against Humanity, there's a card that says bees. Anyway, so there was bees, and we didn't think anything about it. Well, we were fucking wrong. So Amanda is sitting at the kitchen table, which is by the window, and she hears like bzz, 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 and was that good? Yeah, that was good. And Anyway, she goes, hey, there's like bees outside the window. And I was like, what? So we go outside, and there's a fucking shit ton. I don't even know. I mean, there's a lot. There's a shit ton of bees up on our wall above the window, and they're going like in. So how do I explain what our window looks like?
Well, it's not our window.
No,
it's
like
the wall. It's the outside wall of the house, and it's like the supporting beam sticking out.
There's like a supporting beam sticking out, but it's like an architectural beam. It's not like it wasn't supposed to be there. It's like there for looks, and there's like a hole underneath it, and the bees are going in and out of it. So
I was like, great, we have a hive.
God fucking damn it. So we call our landlord, and best dude on the planet, I'm telling you. I text this guy.
He came over in like 30 minutes. He's like, I will be there.
Yeah, he said. Okay.
He actually did say that.
So I texted our landlord, and I said, hey man, we've got bees. And he texted me back, and he's like, I will be there in 30 minutes. LOL. Mind you, this is my landlord who he owns this house. He's a family friend, but he owns this house, and I rent from him. And I've never actually met him in person. He knows my family though. And like, that's what I get back from my landlord. The only conversation we've had so far is like, I moved into the house, and he was like, hey, I hope you enjoy the house, blah, blah, blah. And then the second thing he ever texts me is, I'll be there in 30 minutes, LOL. So he comes over with like some bee spray killer stuff. And before you get all fucking like, oh, you shouldn't kill bees, just wait.
Because that was me.
So he sprays the hole, and like 10 bees die, but just wait. So it doesn't work. So he goes, okay, keep an eye on it. Tell me what happens tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, it just got more bees. So there's more bees and more bees. Morbius Parker.
Oh, God.
That's a Letterkenny thing where they take a word and just keep naming things. Man, I love these Warbees Parker.
Make it stop.
So there's even more bees. So I call him again and I said, I text him and I said, hey, bees didn't go away. He texts me back, me and the beekeeper will be there in 30 minutes, LOL. I'm like, oh my God. And he was like, sorry, I'm old. And I was like, okay. So he comes over, or the beekeeper gets here. And the beekeeper gets out of his car and he looks up and he goes, well, yep, right there. It looks like you got a hive. And I was like, yeah, no shit. So he goes, okay, well, I'm going to spray it. And you might want to stay inside for a while. And so he sprays the fucking hive with this. It doesn't kill the bees. So before you get all politically correct and shit on me about bees.
It's not politically correct. What the hell is wrong with you? The bees are endangered.
No, I was in danger. So basically what happened was that these bees were not honeybees. They were African bees. And I guess, I didn't know this, very interesting. In Arizona, Africanized bees made their way over here and started fucking all the honeybees. And now there's like no honeybees that are around our part of town in these parts. And they're all Africanized. So all they like to do is fuck with you. And so they're not viable for honey or like pollination or anything, apparently. So
no, they can still pollinate.
But they're just assholes.
But they're also decimating native bee population.
Desecrating, not designating.
I said decimating.
You said designated.
No, I didn't. I said decimating.
Yeah, so I guess they're decimating the population. Kind of like how like hedgehogs decimate shit. They're like the hedgehogs of the sky.
Hedgehogs don't do that, but okay.
Anyway, so hedgehogs decimate cactuses. That's why they were illegal in Arizona for a long time. They were fucking with the cacti.
That's not why.
Anyway, so what happened was he goes, oh, don't let them touch you. And I go, oh, yeah, I won't let it sting me. He goes, no, don't let it touch you. Because if it touches you, the first bee to touch you won't sting you. It'll spray you with a pheromone and it'll make the rest of the hive come and attack you all at once. That's what Africanized bees do. I was like, motherfucker.
That's horrifying.
I know. So I went inside and he sprayed it and the spray just like brings all the bees out. It's kind of like he had the milkshake and he was bringing all the boys out to the yard. Is basically.
Dear God.
So he sprayed the inside of the hive and he's like, the bees will be coming out for the next few hours, like leaving. Holy shit. It sounded like there was a goddamn fan outside of our house. It was like, thousands of bees leaving. And I'm not fucking kidding. I asked him, I said, hey, how big is the hive? And he's like, oh, they were just here a few days. He goes, it was a small hive. I was like, oh, how many bees are there? And he goes, oh, only like 5,000 or 6,000. Mind you, these are in the walls of our fucking house. No, like, so that's hard to explain. So above the window, apparently within the wall, I mean, there's 2x4s blocking off, but inside the wall, there's probably like a 1 or 2 square foot space inside between the wall. And the hive was in there. So there was like 5,000 bees in our wall for a day. But they were good neighbors. They didn't make any noise while they were in their hive. We couldn't hear them in the house. So obviously they weren't that far into our wall. But they're gone. Yeah. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're probably at the neighbors. Oh God. He said that to me too.
We just sent him next door.
He goes, I'm going to be honest, like, this is a cure for you, but they're just going to go to your neighbor's house. And I was like, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Is it?
That's fine.
But then when he comes back to take care of their bee problem, then they can come right back to us.
Well, he said we have to keep a lookout in our backyard because they were there before. And so, like, every once in a while, we should, like, look in the backyard.
Where in our backyard?
They were in that corner back there. You can't listen to the podcast what I'm pointing at, but, like, so Amanda can. So there's the corner, like, you know how the wall's, like, straight across?
Yes, I know.
And then this way. So that corner over there, he said the bees were over there last time.
Oh, good.
So just keep a lookout, or Sirius will let us know. That's the dog. He'll come in looking like a fucking chipmunk.
Yeah, that's not funny.
It's not funny. That's our early warning detection system. You're out there all the time. Just look. When you're using the little water and you're spraying the plants, just look. Just do the bee look. I'm sure you'll be able to see them. You'll be able to hear them probably outside better than we could hear them out there. For sure. For sure.
Did you just say for sure?
For sure.
Is that also a letter Kenny thing?
We're just adding sushis and sashimis. Adding S's onto every word you say is very letter Kenny.
Well, please stop.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So, my favorite thing they do in this show, Amanda, is...
Can we stop talking about Letterkenny? We've been talking about them for like 20 minutes.
You know how people say, to be fair?
No. To be fair, I never heard people say that. So,
every time someone says to be fair in the show, everyone's just like, the first time someone says it, they go, you shouldn't say to be fair. It sounds super pretentious. And so every time someone starts a sentence with to be fair, everyone around goes, to be fair. It's just fun to make fun. You don't get it unless you watch the show.
Yes.
I feel so alone right now.
So stop talking about it.
I feel so alone. Just watch the show.
No, I told you. You ruined it for me.
It's a good point. But gosh, what else is going on in our world? I don't know. You have any fucking stories from the zoo? That's not a good look. What animals did you work on at the zoo this week?
Oh, let me tell you. I don't even remember. God, it's been a long week.
Yeah, it has been a long ass week. I'm trying to think right now of like what I did this week, but it was a long week.
Yesterday, I worked on a monitor lizard. It was a white-necked monitor, and his name was Dennis. And he was being a little turd when we were trying to get x-rays on him. And so we were like, Dennis, calm the fuck down.
I think it'd be really funny if monitor lizards wore security jackets and then, watched over things, because then they would actually be monitors.
Like hall monitors.
Yeah, you give it a little hall pass, and it's a hall monitor. Like a
little vest and like.
That'd be a good meme. You should take a picture of for Halloween at the zoo. They should dress their monitor lizards up as like school uniforms and shit, and give them a little pad of paper, and they're hall monitors.
Okay, I'll pitch that idea tomorrow.
Wait, if you take a monitor lizard and put it in a hall, is it a hall monitor?
Yes, it is.
Can you ask Dr. Go that tomorrow?
I can.
Say.
Will I? No, but I can.
Just ask for me. Say, hey, Brad has a question, and she says, yes.
She says, who's Brad?
Seriously, Amanda? Really?
I'm kidding.
I'm fucking so famous. In my head. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know who I am.
Okay.
Does she know who I am?
Yes.
Say, Brad has a question.
Okay.
And she'll say yes. And then preface, say, this is a serious question for our podcast.
Yeah, I'm not telling her that we have a podcast.
Yeah, Amanda and I try not to tell anyone who has any like power over our lives that we have this podcast, because we're kind of just afraid of what they'll do if they find out what we talk about. Anyway, ask her. Brad has a question. If you put the monitor lizard in the hallway, is it a hall monitor? And then see what she says. Okay. And I think she'll say yes. I'm gonna be honest.
She might.
Okay, what else did you work on? Belugas?
No, there are no belugas at the Phoenix Zoo.
Why are there no whales at zoos?
Because whales are not meant to be in captivity, Brad.
I mean, tell that to whale sharks and beluga whales.
Whale sharks are not whales.
They're fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. Isn't that the biggest fish?
Yes, it is.
That's a big fish.
It's a big fish. Good movie.
So if you go fishing and you catch a whale shark,
you're not going to catch one.
You caught a fish.
No, you caught an animal that you're not allowed to catch.
First of all, you can't. It's like 50 feet long.
Yeah, obviously.
Apparently, Georgia, and my brother lives in Georgia, he says they have 2 whale sharks.
They have 4.
4 whale sharks? And 1 tank?
It's a giant tank.
Tank's got to be at least 100 gallons. No, I'm just kidding. At least 200 gallons.
Okay, yeah.
I wonder how
it's at least that. Yeah.
You know, it'd be a cool pet. A baby whale shark.
Nothing exotic is a cool pet. Let me just tell you that.
Okay, first of all, pufferfish would be a cool pet.
No.
Why? Give me a good reason a pufferfish wouldn't be a cool pet.
Have you not seen Finding Nemo? Do you remember that pufferfish that was a
don't.
pet?
There's only one thing I remember from Finding Nemo.
What?
Well, 2 things. There's a...
Is your memory as bad as Dory's?
There's a fish with Alzheimer's, and there's a turtle who does a shit ton of ayahuasca. He really does. That turtle is on a different level. But Finding Nemo 2 is better.
Finding Dory?
Finding Nemo 2. I refuse to call it Finding Dory.
You're so dumb. Oh God.
So what other animals did you work on?
Well,
please don't play footsie with me.
Shut up.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Do you think I care?
No. So what other animals did you? Oh my God. Oh my God. I just got foot raped. All right.
There was consent.
We're talking about animals, Amanda. Don't say that.
Oh my God. Fennec fox. I had to.
Dude, I love it. So if you guys don't know what fennec foxes are, they're the foxes that have ears that you just want to fucking squeeze. Right? I mean, they have like super cute ears.
This is a very angry fennec fox. I did not want to squeeze her ears.
You know what's funny about fennec foxes? They have really tiny faces. Yeah. Or is it just their ears are huge?
No, they have super tiny faces. Like, it's smaller than my hand.
Oh, you could palm its face.
Yes, and then
I do that to my cat.
My hand.
I palm my cat's face, and he does that thing where he like puts his neck back,
like he turtles.
Like he turtles. Like, you know what he looks like when I do that? He looks like an uncircumcised penis when you palm a cat. Speaking of, that's been a nightmare.
Speaking of,
not uncircumcised penis of my cat. We put him on wet food. So vet corner.
This has been vet corner.
Apparently, Amanda states, this is her opinion, by the way. There's no scientific fact.
No, it's not scientific.
That wet food is better for your cat than dry food. And I know what you're thinking. You're wrong. But listen to this. Cadell's got kind of a pooch. He's got kind of a pooch sack.
He's fat.
No, he's not. He's not fat. He's not fat wide ways. He's fat from the stomach to the ground. So
he's fat,
but it's not fat. It's just like a little pouch.
No, you're in denial, my friend. You're in denial.
Cute. So if you didn't know I had a cat, yeah, I have a cat. It wasn't on purpose. I rescued him. That's over with now. So he's so cute. He likes to attack. So he's 10 pounds. He likes to jump on and claw for fun and hunt a 60-pound pit bull. And he constantly hunts him and jumps on him. And luckily our pit bull just looks at him like he's fucking vermin and just like not even worth bothering with, because he would tear apart Cadell in 5 seconds.
He loves Cadell.
Like, Cadell jumps out of the corner and jumps onto Sirius, and Sirius
just honestly doesn't know what's happening. He's just like, wait, what? He's so oblivious.
Did the wind just blow?
He doesn't even realize.
Or he's so blind he doesn't even see him because Cadell's quick as a fucking ninja. Yeah. So anyway, wet food. So
he's going on wet food.
He doesn't know how to eat.
Let me tell you, vet corner over here. Wet food is better for your cat for many reasons. One,
it's an opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's nutrition. It's better for them because it has like 0 carbs in it. Carbs are really bad for cats.
Are you telling me cats are models who live in LA and are afraid of carbs?
Yep.
Okay.
No, they literally can't.
Stop playing footsie with me.
I didn't even mean to that time. You did it. They don't digest and process carbs like dogs do. Like, carbs are great for dogs. Don't put your dog on a grain-free diet. It'll give them heart disease. But cats are okay on a grain-free diet because they chill. But cat food or wet food is so much better because, one, your cat will get kidney disease. It is not if, it is when. And that will help them stay hydrated and help their kidneys. So
I don't think Cadell has a problem staying hydrated. Not anymore. That motherfucker drinks out of the dog's water bowl. So ever since we moved these two in together, the cat refuses to drink out of his water dish and will only drink out of the dog's water bowl. And it's like a fight over like the water. It's like Cadell wants to assert dominance. All right. Sorry if there was a bit of a editing thing right there in the last second. Amanda, speaking about animals, Amanda just had a phone call from her friend and had to pretend to be a vet for a second. So,
I had to pretend to be a vet.
So, Amanda's friend's dog has the herpes.
No.
Oh, sorry, hematoma. So I thought, well, if it's itchy, wouldn't you just give it Benadryl and
No.
so it stops itching?
No.
And hematoma has to be drained.
Benadryl does nothing for their itchiness. It literally just, everyone thinks that like, oh, my dog has allergies, and you just give it Benadryl and he stops itching. No, it sedates them, and so they stop itching. Like Benadryl doesn't have the same mechanism of action that it has on us.
Also, fennec foxes, eh? No, I'm just kidding.
Fennec foxes,
But it still has to be drained by a professional.
It's not like, it's probably not an actual like giant hematoma. It's probably just like a bruised area from the catheter being put in.
Well, if I was in the middle of fucking nowhere but fuck Canada, I'd be freaking out too. She's in Letterkenny right now, so she's got no doctor.
She's not in Letterkenny, but she is in the middle of nowhere.
I wish Letterkenny was a real place. I thought it was a real place. I'm really bummed. Anyway, so before we move on to my favorite segment, Amanda, is there any other animals you saw at the zoo this week that you worked with?
Well, let me look at my pictures.
Besides the vulture.
I didn't work with a vulture.
What was that thing?
What thing?
You showed me a picture of that big fucking bird with its long...
That's a Cory bustard.
A
Cory bustard. They're one of the largest birds that can fly.
That's false.
It's not. The Cory bustard is the largest flying bird native to Africa.
That is false.
It's not false.
The Boeing Dreamliner is the largest bird that can fly.
If you weren't so far across this table from me, I'd punch you.
I'm really not. Come at me, bruh. Anyway, you're looking through your pictures.
Oh, yes. So, what did I work with today?
You're like, okay, fennec fox, Cory bustard. Oh, that's a tit pick. No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a little dwarf owl.
Oh yeah, you saw barn owls.
I didn't see barn owls, but that's it.
You said those were barn owls.
Nope, I didn't. Those were burrowing owls.
Wait, if you take a barn owl out of a barn, is it still a barn owl?
Yes, it is. I got to play with baby flamingos.
If you put a monitor in a barn, is it a barn monitor? So why are they barn owls?
It's just their name, Brad. I don't know.
So if a barn owl is called a barn owl, why can't a monitor lizard be a hall monitor lizard if it's in a hall? This is really bothering me with the naming of animals.
We did exams on wolf puppies.
Oh, wolf puppies.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Which are just they're just dogs' angrier older cousins.
Yep.
But the puppies aren't mean.
Oh,
I know
they're mean.
No, I've watched a Jungle Book. They're nice.
They're mean.
That's true. They are mean to Mowgli.
I mean, they're mean because we catch them and then poke them and then...
Yep. Bar life, am I right? Sorry. Club life.
I have no comment.
Anyway, but they're raised in captivity. Why are they still means?
They're not raised in captivity. These are SSP animals, which means that they are bred but kept wild in zoos because they can be released at any time.
They're bred?
Yes.
Gluten-free?
Yep.
Okay. Speaking of gluten-free bread, I made gluten-free garlic bread the other day. It was absolute trash.
That's why you ate the whole thing?
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, she made spaghetti too, and it was so bad I could only eat like
3 helpings
3
of
plates of it. Maybe just spaghetti. I was just hungry. Okay.
Sure.
Dude.
Ugh,
Dude.
What?
Dude?
No.
Dude.
I don't want
Dude.
to.
Relationship advice.
I hate it.
I know, but these are good ones. Remember I was telling you...
You say that every time.
Remember how I was telling you...
You know what we didn't talk about?
Hey, you remember how... What?
Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, but let's wait for Zach for that one.
Okay.
Okay? If Bachelor in Paradise, I don't have that much to say on it.
The whole Blake shit, man.
I know, but we need Zach's opinion on that because Zach
didn't even know about it till we told him about the text messages.
But Zach was pretty upset. Zach was upset. When he texted me, he was upset. He said to me, and I quote, wait, let me pull it up. Gotta pull up the text with the Zach because he said, oh, wait.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. I'm going to, holy texts, poor Blake. So Zach has some stuff to say. I know what that means. But I wanted to talk to you about this for relationship advice. Do you remember I told you back in college that girl who I never slept with, by the way, but I was just friends with, and her boyfriend was he was long distance, and she hung out with us a lot,
Isn't she the one that would always get naked in your room and you didn't sleep with her?
No. What?
Wasn't there a girl that would just like take off her clothes and be like, why are you taking off your clothes?
No, who are you talking to? That happened in high school.
That happened in high school?
I never told you that story?
Oh my God.
Oh gosh, I gotta tell you that story. Anyway.
You're not gonna tell me that story now?
Oh, okay, fine. So, in high school, I felt like I've told this on the podcast before, maybe not. I'm not gonna dox her, but her name is, no, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna tell your name. But her name is, I got you again.
Just fucking tell the story.
So in high school, I was the yearbook editor. And there was this girl in high school who like everybody thought was like super fucking hot.
Sounds like a movie.
And it's because she was super fucking hot. So she was like the head volleyball player.
Yeah, this is a movie.
No, Jesus Christ. So I was the yearbook editor, and I did a lot of stuff for the yearbook. The yearbook at our high school was like this huge thing. I mean, we were
okay.
Like
keep going.
Anyway, huge thing. So I did a lot of the work in my house because I had like an actual like badass computer set up in my house.
Going.
So she didn't get one of her like assignments done and didn't upload the pictures, and so she texted me and she's like, "Hey, I have the pictures from like the tournament. Can I drop them off at your house? And like, can you upload them there?" And I was like, "Sure." I mean, I knew she lived like down the street. So I was like, like a few miles away. So I was like, yeah, just come by, drop it off. Like my parents knew who she was, so it wasn't weird or anything. So she comes over. Mind you, this girl's boyfriend was like the fucking linebacker on the football team.
This is a movie, but
no,
okay.
No. Huge fucking guy. This is the guy in high school who looked 30.
Who's in a movie?
No. Okay, so she comes in and she is a very flirtatious girl. Like everyone knew that. She was very flirtatious, but no one ever took it seriously because it was her. And we were like standing there and she goes, so she comes upstairs, she comes to my bedroom and she's like, hey, I
have a question.
Oh my God.
Were your Sports Illustrated bar mitzvah photos on the wall?
Maybe.
Did she get to see those?
Probably. So, and she still did this. Check it out. So remember, in high school, I was not, I was asexual in high school. I was not the, fucking straight up smash that I am today. So I was.
Oh, really?
I was like asexual, not a good looking person. And
no one is good looking in high school.
Beg to differ. She was hot. Me. So, Amanda, I saw your pictures. You look like a little fucking pixie lesbian.
That wasn't in high school.
Yeah, how sad is that? That was after high school. So I would say, let me see pictures of you. That's kind of fucking creepy. So, because you're like 16, I don't want to be like, hey, I'm fucking that now. So anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so she comes upstairs to my room and says to me, I need to change for volleyball. And I was like, sure, no problem. Like, bathroom's down the hall. And I turn around and she's fucking changing in my bedroom. She's like taking off her clothes.
She probably thought you were gay.
This is probably true. I'm not going to lie. There's a good chance she thought I was gay. But she started taking off her clothes to like change in my bedroom. I turned back around. I was like, no. Like I knew who her boyfriend was and the dude was fucking psycho. I was like, no, go. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And she was just like, oh, sorry. Like, I figured
I thought you were gay.
Exactly. So that was super awkward. She left. The next day, her fucking boyfriend comes up to me after school and like threatens to beat the shit out of me because she told him that I like tried to hit on her.
This is a movie.
No, it's fucking not. This actually happened. Literally, my friend Ian can back all this up because he was there with me. He fucking was there in the parking lot with me when this dude fucking went psycho.
Oh, it was in the parking lot? Yeah, this is a movie.
Oh my God. I went to a fucking gangster school, dog. So anyway, no, this really happened. So
did he tie you up to the flagpole?
No, he just
like that one movie.
No, he just threatened me a little bit, and I told him to go fuck himself, and then nothing ever came from it. Okay. He just hated me for the rest of the school year. So no, what I was getting at is I told you that story in college. The girl who we were all friends with, she never saw her boyfriend, and like we had every class together. To start, we were in the same major, so we always studied together and stuff. And I knew she had a boyfriend, so whatever. And this was like the first few weeks of college, and her boyfriend came down, and she screamed my name out during sex.
Oh, yeah,
remember
you
I told
did
you
tell
that?
Me that.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So the first one in this relationship was called "Help." My friend's boyfriend called her by my name during sex. I know that's never happened to you, but maybe you're lucky. Hi. This person starts with hi.
Hi.
My friend, so this girl's 20, her friend's 21, is no longer my friend as of like a few hours ago. Oh my God, we're so sorry.
He said your name.
Because her boyfriend called her by my name during sex. I've been so cooperative and supportive through the relationship.
This pisses me off. She's probably still with the boyfriend, but she won't talk to the girl anymore.
So
how fucked up is that?
I used to date her boyfriend years ago.
Oh, okay.
And he treated me like royalty and would take me out everywhere. And she was my friend through it all. About a year ago, I guess, they hit it off and I decided to distance from him.
That's weird.
Out of respect. Yeah, that is weird. She constantly vents to me about him and how he doesn't treat her half as good as he treated me.
That's
blah, blah,
weird.
Blah. So I've always been aware he had a hard time getting over me, but I guess a couple hours ago he called her by my name during sex. She blew up my phone about it and somehow took it out on me. And I haven't even spoken to him for a year.
What do you expect when you date someone that your friend also dated?
She can say he has called her by my name before, but like never during sex. She insists we cannot be friends, and I try to apologize. But Jesus, I mean, I understand you because this happened to me, but I was the person whose name was called. Let me tell you right now, that dude, like, luckily, I mean, when that happened to me, I was lucky where I was the dude who had his name called out, and this kid who came in didn't go to U of A, and I was sitting down at like so right by our dorms at U of A, there's this place called Highland Market. And it was this place where everyone went at night, like everyone. And you just sat at tables and like ate. It was like a grocery store / like hangout. Obviously way overpriced because, you know, they can do that. Mm-hmm. Everyone just sat there and like drank, I don't know, what do you drink before you're 21? Chocolate milk? Anyway, and he came like storming in all pissy at me and stuff and like trying to fight me. And all my friends like were there. So he just buggered off. But that sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Your friend shouldn't be fucking mad at you.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I mean, it's kind of weird, but like maybe he called you out. Maybe he called out her name because you were doing something like that good that she used to do.
That doesn't make it better.
You could look at it in a positive way.
No, that's not positive.
Yeah, no, that's not positive.
Just don't date someone that your friend also dated.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Wait, isn't that what's his name is doing now? Who's dating their son's girlfriend now? We just heard about it. P. Diddy
is dating his son's ex-girlfriend.
P. Diddy's fucking his son's ex-slam piece. Yep. How fucking awkward.
It's so weird.
Can you imagine like her calling out your son's name?
I hope they get married.
Yeah, because then he fucked his mom. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Also, like Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the things will be so weird.
I think it's weirder that he fucked his mom at that point. Even though it's a stepmom, you still fucked your mom.
Isn't that like a fantasy to fuck your stepmom? I don't know. I've never had that.
I think stepsister is what you're thinking of.
Am I?
Yeah. I think that's like the weird.
Fantasy?
I think that's the weird fetish thing, like that everyone is like weird about. I don't know if stepmom is. That's kind of fucking weird. Then again, I'm not a cougar hunter. I don't like girls older than me, so.
I don't know.
Like you're just on the edge. You're
that just
so
reminds
lucky.
me. That reminds me of what?
Anyway, that reminds you of what?
Of Step Brothers when they're about to move in together, and he's talking about. He's like, "What if she gets tired of you and comes after the young buck?"
Yeah. Oh God. So anyway, that sucks, dude. This one's fucked. I want to know Amanda's opinion on this one. I, 24 female, found out my boyfriend, 28-year-old male, has a spy cam in the bedroom in the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
Just wait. Let me read this.
Oh.
A bit of background info here. I come from a religious background and don't sleep in the same room as my boyfriend when I visit him.
That's so weird.
What the fuck? I didn't read this before. This is funny. I just chose these based off the title. So last week I was visiting him and I made jokes about a clock he has in the bathroom and how it's always facing me and it feels like I'm being watched. And he very coolly said, it is indeed a spy cam from when he had builders over and wanted to make sure they didn't steal anything, but it's off now. Then when I confronted him about the one in my room too, he confessed both are actually on so he could film me.
Bro wants to see you naked.
He said he's done it because it was frustrating him not to be able to be intimate with me. I made it clear from the start I wanted to wait until we're married, and he seemed to respect that, so he's been getting what he can behind my back. No, girl, he's been getting what he can behind your back. He's just looking at the spy cam for interest. He's been fucking other girls while you're out of town. I asked to see exactly what he has filmed of me, and he showed me a folder on his laptop.
Oh, shit.
And it's me going about my daily life to me getting undressed. I also found some files on his laptop where he has been filming his female friends when they visit or stay over too. It made me feel terrified, like this person I have known for 4 years is a dangerous stranger.
4 years?
He then started crying and telling me he doesn't know how he's descended into this and how it all feels surreal to him. I know the decision should be easy for me to break up. Apart from this, he's actually a very good person.
It should be very easy.
Let me see. And he's been working really hard to be with me. And 4 months ago, he asked my parents for their blessing for us to get married. He said he's going to change and only time will show me. I love him, but I don't want him to think he can walk all over me and I'd still stay. How can I know if this is going to change?
Bruh, he's not going to change.
The first comment is, you should call the police.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?
It's like, okay, yeah, it's weird enough that he was filming you, but then he also filmed his female friends that would come over. That's where that line, I mean, it was already crossed, but it went even farther.
That's why you can't trust dudes. It's even dude friends, because they're filming you.
Oh my God.
That's so fucking creepy, dude. I mean, like, look, I don't blame him for trying to get a little peeky peek at the puss, but, like, he shouldn't be dating a super religious girl.
You shouldn't get a little peeky peek at the puss without consent, my friend.
No, wait. I was getting there.
Were you?
You should have had consent. Like, wait, he's filming her. Doesn't she need a release form?
Right.
And I just, you know what, dude? Ma'am, can you post this footage? I need to review it on my own to see if it's
gross.
No, I'm just saying, like, look, okay, what he did was super gross and wrong.
Yes.
But I understand.
Don't say, but you understand, because he's not getting any.
No.
No.
That's not what I was going to say.
Yes, it was.
No. But I understand if he would want to cheat on her because he's not getting any, and it sounds like he isn't cool with the religious thing. Because look at me, like, if you want to wait till marriage, fine, but both parties have to be involved in that, right?
Yes.
He doesn't seem very involved in that, right? So, I mean, in this case, how I feel, let me just make this clear on the podcast. You should never film someone without their consent. I feel like that shouldn't need to be said. But in case I run for president one day, you should never do this. However, I feel like in this case,
Nope.
I feel like,
don't say it.
Wait for it.
Don't say it.
Just hear me out.
Don't say it.
It would have been better if he cheated on her than did this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would have been.
That's what I was going to say.
It would have been a lot less creepy. And, like, that would hurt, yes. And then you could break up with him. But this is, like, invading your privacy. Like, you're on the fucking toilet. Why would you want...
Yeah, it's like watching her take a shit and jerking off. But here's the thing. I would have kind of, like, if it had just been her and she was a little, like, didn't know whether to be flattered or not because he was, like, wanted to see her so badly.
Yeah, no, it would have been weird, but you probably could have moved past that.
But other people...
Yeah, no.
Other girls...
You can't move past
You invite
that.
girls to stay over at... Like, so I knew this girl who, in college, like, she had a boyfriend, and she would, like, go to California or, like, go to, like, when she would travel, and she'd stay with her guy friends in their house, and he was always like, I'm not super comfortable with this. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, it turns out she was cheating on him with all those guys. But it
doesn't always happen, though.
It's still fucking weird. I think if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be staying with other dudes.
It's not like you're sleeping with them.
It doesn't. If you're staying alone with them,
it's not like you're sleeping
it's
with
fucking
them.
weird.
Okay.
It's fucking weird.
Okay.
It's fucking weird. In what situation is that not weird, Amanda? How do you think that's fine?
It's like if, I'm driving through and I need a place to crash for free.
Sorry, I'm fixing my mic. What? No, I understand, but no, it's still fucking weird.
Okay.
Like, I think if you ask your significant other if it's okay and they say no, then you just shouldn't do it. And if you don't tell them, that's the same as cheating.
Well, if you don't tell them, that's fucked up, yes.
But if you tell them and they say, I'm not comfortable with that, you shouldn't do it.
Probably, or maybe you shouldn't date them if that makes them, I don't know.
You're fucking what kind of backwards fucking logic are you thinking about?
Like, if
you know what, you shouldn't date a guy who's not comfortable with you sleeping at other guys' houses.
Oh my God.
You understand how fucking stupid you sound right now?
I'm just saying, like, if that's something you want to do.
Hey, girls, listen to this being like, oh, whatever, dude. Go shut the fuck up and stick a fist up your pussy. You're wrong. That's fucking weird.
It's not that.
That's
weird.
fucking weird, and I will not apologize for that. That's fucking weird. How is that not fucking weird?
It depends.
That's
on
fucking
the situation.
There is no situation where that's okay. No. What?
What if is also in a relationship and their significant other is there?
Oh, like they're married?
Or just in a relationship?
No. If they're married?
Or in a relationship?
No. If they're married,
if
sure.
They're in a relationship and someone like that would be like if Jackie stayed here for the night.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. And like we're sleeping in the same bed. No, I get that. And if I knew it, like if it was Johnny's house or something, and like his girlfriend was there, because like you're no supermodel, so it's just like. I just wanted to see her face when she did that. No, but like I would understand like Johnny's sleeping in the same bed with his girlfriend, or what's his name? Your other friend who just got married.
The wedding you just went to, and you can't even remember his name.
You know me, I blank out on shit all the time.
No, I'm not going to tell you until you figure it out.
No. Anyway, like, yeah, I can get that. That I understand.
Okay,
but
fair.
Single fucking dude? No, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're good on that. So let's move on. Wow, that was a weird conversation. People are going to be like listening to that. There's going to be some girls offended by that, but that I say it's not your podcast. So, it's Amanda and I's podcast. So get over it. You can just listen to us. This is the last one. This one's fucking weird.
Wait, there's more? Did we even finish with that other one?
Yeah, no, that was done.
Okay.
This one's weird. This one's another, like, I need your opinion, because I don't know. Okay. My 22-year-old female, it's a girl saying this, boyfriend, 25, disappears every year for 3 to 4 days.
What?
I know. What the fuck?
I think this is a movie.
That's Amanda's catchphrase. I think this is a movie. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years and some months. I didn't know that was a number. Every year, he disappears from existence for a few days. First year, it was only for 2 days. Then last year, it was 4 days. Every time he comes back, he never gives me a straight answer. I'll tell him that I asked my family members if they've seen him. We were long distance for the first 2 years, to which they'll say, oh yeah, so-and-so told me you were looking for me. What? I'll ask where he's been, and he'll just say, I was busy and my phone died. Yeah, okay, but your phone was dead for 4 days? So here we are now, the third time he has disappeared. Right now, it's only been 2 days. But the thing is, we live 5 minutes apart from each other. I've been to his house twice today, to which I've been told by his roommate that I keep missing him. His phone has been dead, I'm assuming. He's supposed to have the day off. He was supposed to stay over at my house for the next 2 days. And I assume he would at least be home by now. I'm just so frustrated because I'm a worrywart and he knows that. I may sound crazy to worry about a grown man, but I really do love him a lot. And I just don't want anything to happen. When this happened, when we were long distance, it was bad enough. But now that we live very near, it's actually driving me batshit crazy. I actually want advice on them. How do I ask him about this without seeming like a crazy asshole? Jesus.
That's weird.
And it's only like, it's not like it's every other weekend, right?
It's just once a year.
It's just once a year.
Maybe he just has to go off and like, I don't know, just be like, he turns off his phone and he just goes out somewhere and he just like chills.
What was that fucking thing in the movie we're watching? She's like, whatever happened to that magician that was staying with you? You're not going to believe this. He disappeared. Remember she said that?
No.
Oh.
Oh, wait. I think
They're on the train.
I was half asleep, but I remember it.
Oh. No, that was today.
It was?
You were on your phone. You fucking suck. So, this is fucking weird. Like, is he part of some cult or something? Or once a year they all go jerk off in the woods? Or I don't know. This is weird.
He goes and like slaughters chickens somewhere.
Maybe. I mean, see, if it was like every other weekend, you'd think he's like cheating or something, right? But like,
this is weird.
He's not. He's just once a year. I think he could just be like once a year, just like is gay for like a weekend.
Yeah, no.
No? Okay. Well, I can't think of much else. Maybe he just likes to go off the grid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But then why would his roommate be saying you're just missing him?
Well, I don't know. It's weird.
And who doesn't have a phone charger in their car?
Well, if you're going off the grid, you don't want your phone.
But the roommate said he was just there.
Maybe he was lying.
No, that's a good point. But you'd only lie if he was cheating.
That's not true.
Why else would he be lying?
If the roommate said, hey, don't tell anyone where I am.
Yeah, that's true bro code. Yeah. That'd be weird. My advice to her is...
Also, it would be like, I don't understand. If you do want to go off the grid, you could just let her know. Be like, hey, I'm going to go off the grid for a few days. I just need to, like, collect my thoughts. Then she'd be like, okay, cool.
Here's a thought. Why don't you fucking ask him?
She did. She said she asked him and he, like, doesn't give her a straight answer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I have no advice for you.
Find my friend on iPhone. Oh, no, his phone's not charged. Wow, you're fucked.
Just follow him. Hire a private investigator.
Hire a private investigator.
To follow him.
Don't do that. That's if he was your husband, yes. But he's not your husband.
They've been together for 3 years and he does this every year and doesn't tell her anything. So you can hire a private investigator.
Hire a private investigator and take some pictures. What would you do if it was with a guy? If he was with a guy, would you be relieved or not? That's interesting. Hey, Amanda, good question for you. Let's say I disappeared for, a weekend here and there, and you hired a private investigator. Would you be more mad if I was cheating with a girl or I was cheating with a guy?
Obviously, cheating with a girl, I'd be more mad.
That's gay. So what would you do if you found out I was fucking a dude? Or would you be, okay, wait.
It's still cheating.
Yeah, but wait, would you be more mad if I was getting fucked by the dude or fucking the dude?
I don't think that matters.
No, it does.
It really doesn't.
How would you, yeah.
No, it doesn't matter.
Like, would you be like, well, I feel like you got your punishment if I was being fucked by him. But like.
No.
Would you be more mad? One of those, you'd have a different reaction to you.
I would, and I would have the same.
I don't know. I feel like you'd have a different one.
Nope.
I would definitely have a different one. I don't know. Depends. What if it was like, oh my God, speaking of, did you hear about the celebrity divorce today?
No.
Guess who broke up? This is a great way to end the show. Guess who broke up?
Who?
Forgot to bring this up.
Is it going to make me question everything?
It's going to make you question everything.
Oh my God, who?
Just kidding. Miley Cyrus.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I have to look this up.
Miley Cyrus and Thor's brother.
Liam Hemsworth?
That's his name.
Breaks my heart.
Yep, they called it quits.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
I don't believe you.
They called it fucking quits.
You just ruined my whole day.
Fucking quits, bruh.
No.
Yep.
No.
Look at that Google machine.
No.
Fucking quits, bruh.
Nah.
Yep.
No.
Yup.
Please stop.
Are you looking on the Googles?
No, I'm looking at their Instagrams because I love them.
Just go to... My God. Let's go to the Googles,
I don't
guys.
trust Google.
Okay, so Miley Cyrus.
It's heartbreaking. Oh my God, Lorena's gonna cry.
Miley Cyrus spotted kissing Brody Jenner's ex.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
I don't know. Wait, who's Brody Jenner's ex?
I don't know.
She was kissing a girl.
Yeah, I know. She's bi.
Oh, she's the bisexuals?
She had a girlfriend after they called off their engagement.
Oh, I've seen her nipples. Remember when we were watching that show?
I've seen her nipples too. She's posted them before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Let's look it up. Miley Cyrus nude images.
There's gonna be a lot. She is not ashamed.
Oh, that's her vagina.
It is?
Yeah, look at this picture. Look at that right there.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Miley Cyrus's, well, that's not really a vagina. That's a bush. Let's see if we can zoom
It's like
in.
a tailored bush, though.
Yeah. It's a landing strip for sure. Oh, wow. Wow. Are those real?
Or what?
Oh, wow. That's different.
Oh my God.
God.
I'm devastated right now.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at naked pictures of
I'm
Miley
looking
Cyrus.
at like the news of their split, and he's just looking
She
at
posted
nudes.
this.
Yes, I know.
What? How did I not know this?
Are you serious?
I had no idea. I had no idea she took nudes. Amanda and I are sitting here and Miley Cyrus's legs completely spread open and her pussy is just spread open. And we're just staring at each other in the eyes, trying not to look at it, just talking to each other.
We're not trying not to look at it. We were both looking at it. I am so sad.
Is that her or is that photoshopped?
It's probably her.
Huh, not bad. Interesting. I honestly, wow. I had no idea she posted nudes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
She's very open.
Is that a picture of a dildo inside of her? No.
Probably.
What? There's a picture of her taking a pee on the... I had
This was like when she was going through her when she was going through it.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. She took these... Oh no, it's like a bohemian. She's got like beads hanging down from her pussy hair. Check that out.
Oh yeah, she did that with like candy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Wow,
this.
I had no idea. Oh, she has armpit hair. Ew. Oh god, what did this just open? Some like... Okay. Oh wow.
You're going down a rabbit hole right now, and we're still recording.
Legitimately a rabbit hole. That's so weird. So Miley Cyrus is no longer with Liam Neeson.
Liam Hemsworth.
Same thing.
I'm so sad. You know what Loren and I did when they got back together? When Miley and Liam got back together after
Didn't know
their
they broke
split?
apart in the first place. Aren't they married?
They were engaged,
Okay.
and then they broke up, and then they got back together, and Loren and I watched the last song when they got back together.
I don't know what that is.
It's the movie that they were in when they first met.
Oh, well, that's cute. Well, now are they divorced or just separated?
I don't know. I think they're just separated.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think I'd ever marry someone whose nudes are all over the internet.
Liam just knows her and loves her. You know?
I'm sure he loves something about her. She does some crazy shit, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's into that.
They had marijuana at their wedding. That was like party favors.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. Well, we just went through that rabbit hole. This podcast got really fucking weird really quick. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this week's episode. I need to go wash my body. I just feel gross now. And I got a little more Google research to do. So I'm kidding.
No comment.
Anyway, guys, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you haven't rated us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, rather, please rate us on that star chart down there. That would be so helpful to us. We're also on Spotify and iHeartRadio. But that'll do it for next week, and we will catch you later. Peace.
Bye.